Welcome back, everyone. If you can't make it to Italy this summer, no problem. All you have to do is stop by Carne Mare at W Nashville to get a taste all summer long. Oh yeah, they are featuring food from different regions thanks to James award-winning chef Andrew Carmelini. Thank you so much for joining us and taking the time, man.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for having me. Always love cooking.
Well, I know you do. They have food, they have wine, they have the ambiance, the freshest flavor. So 3 weeks, 3 Italian regions. Fill us in on this series.
Well, Italian food's come so far in America, from back in the day, meatballs and everything, even though we also serve meatballs, and then we have all these different great regions, so we'll do something from Tuscany where we have all the steaks. Tuscany, they eat steak. In Sicily or Campania, they don't, it's more like seafood, right? Okay. So you get more coastal stuff. So that's kind of like one of the dishes we're going to do today. So every week we're kind of just highlighting some tasty things. So we have the steaks, we have, we're going to do some seafood pasta. We have a really cool pasta today we're going to do is spaghetti alla chitarra. Oh,
because you make it handmade fresh every single day.
This really cool thing. You press the dough right through here, and it comes out the side. It's called like a chitarra. It's good for Nashville, right? Guitar and everything.
Music City, hey.
There needs to be an Italian song about it.
Well, so you lived in Italy, for years, over time.
Yeah.
How does the taste and flavor kind of switch over regions?
Well, it's interesting, you get two Italians that are live 50 miles from each other, and they can argue for 3 days over the right way to do something or the wrong way to do something. So it's, and a lot of the great kind of food that happens in homes, even though they're the great chefs and, there's all the guides and the lists and everything. It's a lot of the great kind of experiences are happening with at friends' house or family's house. And it's, in the north, you cook with more butter and a little bit more cream because it's a little bit cooler. You have the mountains, and in the south, you can mostly cook with olive oil. So it's down there where you'll see garlic and chili and all those kind of more Italian-American flavors a little bit.
Speaking of garlic, I smell
it
right now. Okay, so what are we cooking up today?
So we have the spaghetti alla chitarra, which we kind of handmade this morning. And that's been cooking in water. This fresh pasta, so you barely have to cook it. Maybe 1 minute before it gets kind of al dente. And then we made a little sauce here that has, that's the toasted garlic that you smell.
Okay, very good.
And that has the toasted garlic inside and a little bit of fennel confit and some chili and homemade tomato sauce. But our tomato sauce is super fresh. It's made with fresh tomatoes. You barely cook it. Okay. So it tastes like fresh tomatoes. It doesn't taste like canned tomatoes. We have fresh Maine lobster we put inside here. It has a little bit of chopped fennel inside, and then it's really, really important, to put the pasta inside the sauce. That kind of old way of taking your spaghetti and kind of pouring the sauce over the top. Italian's got a great word for this. It's called mantechiare, which means cream. You're not adding cream, you're just kind of cooking the two things together. Oh, see,
you have got the flip down. Of course
you
do.
You want to try it?
No, oh my gosh.
You gotta flip it back.
Oh gosh, oh man.
No, it's good.
Hey, said I'm working on becoming a chef, and while I have a James Beard Award winner, and I have some on my dress too. What are your tips for at-home cooking? And maybe it's not doing that.
Oh, that was great. No, 2 more tries would be perfect. Tips for what, sorry?
Okay, best tips for cooking pasta at home.
Don't be afraid to undercook it because you can always cook it a little bit inside the sauce. And that kind of that's really interesting because you can get some of the starch from the pasta going inside the sauce. So you don't have to worry about, adding a lot of fat at the end of it. And yeah, you can just cook it inside the sauce and don't worry about it overcooking, but you don't want it to be undercooked because you don't want salad, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You and your wife came out with a cookbook together
a
couple years back. Yeah. She is here on the set. What sort of inspiration have you gotten from her?
Well, when we were dating and we first got married, she was vegetarian, which for me was a big shock. So it took a little time. And then one day she called me up and said, honey, I ate a trout. And that was it. But cooking vegetables, for her, and in the first 10 years together, made me appreciate kind of eating that way.
Very good. How sweet. Okay, so explain a night at Carne Mare because it is so fantastic and fabulous outside of even the themed dinners. Set the scene.
Well, in Italy, we don't have steakhouses. It's a very like American thing, right? And so this is a kind of a combination of all that Italian food that you know and love and Italian steak. So it has that steakhouse feel. It's like, we're only open at nighttime, so it's dark, it's like, you know, leather, it's woods, it kind of has that like intimate kind of feeling. So you can have your martini, you can have your steak, but then you can also have like spicy lobster pasta.
Very good. Yeah. Okay, well, I appreciate you and your time, and only for Chef Carmelini will I get tomato sauce on my dress and not care.
Now I feel bad.
Don't feel bad. I'm so grateful that you came and visited with us. I appreciate you. Everyone, check out CarneMareNashville.com to book your reservation and check out their dinner series. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.